In this question, we will find out the equivalent resistance between the terminal 1 and 7, and I have written this one as R17. R17 is the equivalent resistance. Equivalent resistance between the terminal 1 and 7. Okay. Now this question is very important for your IIT JEE and NEET exam. Now let us understand the steps. In the same diagram, it's a diagram of a cube. As you know, in a cube we know that 8 corner points are present, and I already give a name of the corner points: 1 2 3 4 5 6 8 7 and 8. These are the corner points. And in a cube we already know that how many edges are present. Total number of edges is 12. Okay. And the question will be, or the question can be in your exam, they gave you the resistance of each edges. Right now we assume that resistance of each edge is R ohm. In this question I am assuming resistance of each side or edge equals to R ohm. Okay. So our what is the target? Target is to find out R17. Target is what? R17. Okay. Now our first step will be connect a voltage source. Connect a voltage source between the given terminal. So in this question, what is our target? Our target is to find out the equivalent resistance between the corner points 1 and 7. Okay, that's why in the diagram, as you can see here, I have connect a voltage source between 1 and 7 terminal. Okay, and this bigger line is our positive terminal, and the smaller line is our negative terminal. This is our normal convention to write down any voltage source, and I assume that this voltage is V volt, and I have drawn one current, as you can see. Okay, this current is our I ampere. Okay, so this is the first step. What is the first step? To connect a voltage source between the given terminal, and the voltage source is V volt, and the current from the voltage source is I ampere. This is our first work for any complex circuit. Now we need to understand that if this current is I, then generally what we write, this current will be I by 3, this current will be I by 3, and this current will be I by 3 ampere. Now that means current is dividing equally. So we need to understand that this edges, edge 1 4, edge 1 4, edge 1 5, and the edge 1 2, or the side 1 4 1 5 and 1 2 are having equipotential. Or they are parallel. Equipotential, that means they are parallel. We know na, in normal circuit we know this resistance, suppose these two resistance are in parallel. Hence if this current is I, then this current will be I by 2, and this current will be I by 2. We know that this one. Okay, that means current equally divide, that means they are in parallel. But right now by looking at this circuit, we might be confusing that their end points are not in one point. That means they are not connected across to each other, still they are parallel. That is the biggest part or the important part for this question. Still they are not connected across to each other, still they are in parallel. Now how we can understand this one? Now suppose I am on point 4 or the corner point 4. Okay, now I want to come to this positive terminal. So how many resistance I need to cross? I need to cross one resistance, and this is our resistance. This resistance I need to cross. In the same way, suppose I am on the point 2, I want to come this positive terminal of the battery, I need to cross again one resistance. Suppose I am on the point 5, I want to come this positive terminal, how many resistance? Minimum resistance we need to cross one resistance. Okay, that's why this 4, 5 and 2, they all are on the same potential level. Because they are on the same potential level, that's why current is divided equally. Am I clear? Okay, now in the corner point 2, current incoming is I by 3. Again we have two side, one is this one and the second one is this one. Now again current will be divided equally. Now same method we will apply to understand why current is dividing equally. You have to look at the point 3 and 6. Suppose I am on the point 6. I want to come to this positive terminal. How many minimum resistance I need to cross? Minimum resistance is 2 resistance. This is the first one resistance, this is the first resistance, and this is the second resistance between 2 and 1. How many resistance I need to cross? Between 2 and 1. This resistance. Correct? This resistance I need to cross, this one and this one. In the same way, suppose someone is sitting on the point 3 and he or she wants to come to the positive terminal. How many resistance she or he needs to come across? Again the minimum resistance will be 2 resistance. In any path you can choose your path any, but minimum, my question is what is the minimum resistance you need to cross? 2 resistance. That's why 3 and 6 are in the on the same potential. This is I by 6 and I by 6. Okay, because I current is outgoing, and we know by current law, by KCL, if I current is outgoing, incoming current to the voltage source will be I. That means outgoing current from the point 7 will be I ampere. So this point 7 or corner point 7 is connected to 3 edges. So every edge will give you definitely I by 3 current, I by 3 current and I by 3 current. Then only it becomes I. Okay, because we know by KCL incoming current is always equals to the outgoing current. So incoming current to this node or this to this corner point, it should be I by 3, I by 3 and I by 3. If you add this I by 3, ultimately your current is I. Okay, so this is the complete current distribution for this circuit. Okay, you can find out all the currents in any branch, any resistance. Okay, this is I by 3, so this will be I by 6, this will be I by 6. Okay, in the same way. Okay, this is complete, I think. Yeah, I by 6, it should be I by 6, it should be I by 6. Okay, now the important part, to find out the equivalent resistance. We know that right now we assume that every edge is having resistance R ohm. Okay, now we can apply, or we will apply KVL, Kirchhoff's voltage law. Okay, now so voltage law KVL is applicable to any closed circuit. If the path is closed, then easily we can apply KVL. Okay, so where I will apply the KVL, I will apply the KVL in this part, in this dotted path. Look at the dotted path. I will apply the KVL in this path. You can apply in any other path also. Okay, it depends upon you. Right now I am assuming this closed path and I will apply the KVL in this circuit. Now by applying KVL, KVL. What is the path? 1, 2, 6, 7 and 1. This is the path. Okay, so we can write in this way also. From 1 to 2, 2 to 6, 6 to 7 and 6 to 1. So in this way we can apply the KVL. So KVL means Kirchhoff's voltage law. Summation of all the voltage in any closed path or in any closed circuit is equals to 0. Again I am repeating, sum of all the voltages, in any closed circuit or in any closed electrical path is equals to the 0. Now first of all, voltage source is present. Okay, so I am moving from minus to plus, so that's why I am writing here plus V volt. Now where is voltage drop? In this resistance there will be the voltage drop. What is the voltage drop? Current into resistance. Resistance is R and the current is I by 3. So current is moving in this direction, so this is our positive terminal, this is our negative terminal. So positive to negative I am moving, that's why minus I am writing I by 3 into R. Now come to the 2 to 6 path. Current is moving 2 to 6, plus and minus. Always you need to give plus and minus. Okay, this higher potential and lower potential. We know that current is flowing from higher potential to lower potential. That's why current is as in this circuit you can see current is moving from 2 to 6. This 2 point will be plus point and 6 will be minus. Okay, now current will be voltage will be current into resistance, so I by 6 minus I by 6 into R. From 6 to 7 current is I by 3 and resistance is R, so minus R into I by 3 equals to 0. So in this closed path all are the voltages. Current into resistance is voltage, so voltage, current into resistance, voltage, all are resistance. So what is KVL? KVL is sum of all the voltage in any circuit is equals to 0. So if you calculate this one, V by I will be equals to 5 by 6 into R, and this relation you need to remember. Okay, if R is 1 ohm, then your resistance will be what? 5 by 6 ohm. If R is 6 ohm, your resistance will be 5 ohm. So depending upon the value of R, you will get different type of answers. So but this is the general form. What we need to remember in this question? We need to remember between 1 and 7. If the question is suppose between 2 and 8, what will be the answer? Again same answer. 2 and 8 corner points, 1 and 7 corner points are exactly opposite corner points in the cube. That's why if the corner points are exactly opposite, whether it can be 2, 8, it can be 5 and 3. Am I clear? It can be 4 and 6. All R will be same and the answer will be 5 by 6 R. You need to remember this formula. This is kind of a formula. You need to apply the formula. Okay, and this is very standard question. Okay, then thank you. We will see in our next video what is the equivalent resistance between R12. Okay, from this diagram they can ask you different questions. One is we already have done. One is which is R17. They also can ask you what is the equivalent resistance between R12, means between 1 and 2 corner point. What is the equivalent resistance between 1 and 6? That means R12 and R16 they can ask you. Thank you for watching. We will meet our next video in R12 and R16.